Yep. Live. What's going on? Let me know how the audio sounds. Let me know how the music sounds. If I sound muffled, let me know, y'all. I know how the audio sounds. So we're gonna be looking at NAS100 NQ. We're gonna be looking at gold, and we're gonna be looking at. So NAS is pushing without us. Did a retest. Price either retest again, 3460, or for the BCR 35. Sounded good, all right. Two more roll. Two more can. A few setups we're looking at, y'all. We got a few setups we're looking at. So we're looking for GBPJPYs. So right now we're looking for price to either retest 214.60, or if we can do so, I mean 214.90 support. We can buy is going to 215.5. Gold, we're going to look for sales again. So it's doing a nice drop right here. So we're looking to see the BC, I mean 34.62 as resistance. And then NAS100 again, we're going to look for price to retest 34.70 as support, or BCR 35.80. Make sure like the live, hop up in here and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We just hit 6,000 subscribers. Let's get to 6,100. And like always, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. But right now, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. As far as news today, we have 11:40, which is an interesting time, GBP news. That's pretty much it. Let's see how these charts look. What's going on, Jordan? When can you tell? Wait, when can you? So you got to join Plymouth University to learn how to mark these levels off. What I'm doing right now is showing you what I'm looking for as of right now. Where should I start with learning this? You got to understand market structure first. So that's why I'll be pushing during the TikTok lives. You got to understand market structure first. Once you understand market structure, that's when you learn a trade strategy. The reason why a lot of people are confused is because they skip this step. You have to understand the rules of price, then learn trading strategy based on the rules of price. So I'd go to the day trading tips playlist, go to the free trading crash course, and if you want to learn directly from me, you can sign up for one-on-one sessions or join Plymouth University. But you got to understand market structure first. Got to. All right, let's do this next 15 minutes. Let's do get a retest on NAS100. Let's do it goes with PCL. Let's see who can hold this level of support right here. We got a new fireman, but up in the middle bit. Here's this. Let's see who can maintain this level of support. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. Let's see if we can hold this right here. All right, so if this doesn't hold a support, we're gonna let it do its thing. You're gonna be looking at possible GBPJPYs, gold sales, and NAS buys right here. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. Look at that reaction right there. Let's see some action over there. If you got any questions, drop in the chat and I got you. Those joining the live, we have not entered anything yet. These are trade ideas. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, drop free super Telegram. Y'all see your screens how we did last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourself. I'll pull up in a little bit as well. As far as how we're doing so far this week, with videos so far this week, we'll see how we did last week. Give me a second now. All right, so gold again. We're see if we can maintain at 44.62 resistance. It's so good for sales there, and then looking at now to see what 30 for support. For buys here. Usually, I want to see if we can maintain 214.60 support. You said mic sounds bad. Let me know how it sounds now. Let me know how it sounds now. It does sound bad. Hold on, let me try to fix it. Test, test, test. Let me see if this sounds better. Yeah, y'all. If the mic sounds bad, let me know. I got no issue fixing it because, I want y'all to hear and understand what I'm saying. So if the mic ever gets bad, let me know. All right, so look how GJ is reacting to this level right here. We got a new 15 about to pop up in a little bit. Gold still struggling a little bit to break past this point. NAS100 is right here, so we got to see how this next 15 looks. If we do close above this level, we might jump this to NAS100 right here. Yeah, it does sound a lot better because again, y'all don't be always having my earphone in, so I don't know how I be sounding all the time. So if the mic ever gets bad, just let me know and I got y'all. Got a new video dropping for later on today. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Instagram playmaker_weight, TikTok _playmaker weight_. Again, these are my only TikTok and Instagram accounts. There's fake Telegrams, there's fake TikToks, there's fake Instagrams. Only follow these accounts, only talk to these accounts. And if the Telegram links don't work, just DM me. Do not search me up on Telegram. There are fake Telegram channels. Alright, do not search me up on Telegram. But we're gonna hop in this right here. And then GJ, we're gonna pay attention to GJ, but give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. If you got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. But give me 1 second. Yeah, but I like how NQ is looking right here. So we're gonna see if we're gonna jump into GJ right here. Yeah, so we're NAS100 right here again. Did a nice retest here. We're in this. So I just gotta type some TPs and stuff. And if you don't know why we're looking for buys on GJ, sells on gold, or buys on NQ, we can talk about that as well. I'm gonna catch you to the chat in a second. Just let me type this stuff up real quick. Alright, so let's see if GJ can hold this level. We're almost about to hit TP2 on NAS100. Still waiting on gold to do something. But again, this is why I always say wait for the BCR. He's another perfect example, right? Look how price broke this level, but did not hold a support. Versus here, again, price broke this level, but did not hold a support. Here, price broke this level. We saw the retest. And now we see price holding the level as support, which is why we're now jumping into the trade. Right, so you always want to wait for the BCR, just like right here. Price broke this level so many times, but did not break, close, and retest. You see what I'm saying? So now we're just looking to see if GJ can hold this level as support. If GJ rejects, we're not going to look for buys. We're only going to look for buys, really. I really want to look for buys at 214.80, but I'm not against the buy setup here, but it's a much safer and better setup if we can BCR hold 214.80 as support. Alright, let's see what we got going on in the chat. I found that to work for me a lot. What are you talking about, the BCR? Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. Caught you still live? Yeah, all right, what's up? What's going on, yo? What's going on? Right now we're in this MQ setup. Yeah, make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free signal free Telegram. As far as how we're doing so far this week, with 3-0 this week, not including this trade right here. Just picking up where we left off last week. Last week we went 5-0. Last month we wrapped up May 18 wins, 3 losses, gives 86% win rate. The month before that, 28 wins, 4 losses, gives 88% win rate. So after this month's over, we're going to do the recap of the quarter. But as far as how we did quarter one to start off the year, 58 wins, 9 losses, gives 87% win rate. So we've just been absolutely killing it so far this year. Make sure to check all that stuff out. But yeah, so right now we're just watching gold and GJ as well, but we're only in NAS100 right now. So we hit TP2. We're back at TP1. Gotta see if we can hit TP3 and pass TP2. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. When you click any charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you have not already. We just hit 6,000 subscribers. Let's get to 6,100. Let's get to 6,100. We can get to that easily. All right, so GJ's rejecting. So guess what? We're not going to take the setup. Very simple. My buys on NAS100, yeah, we hit TP1. It's retesting this level right now. We're going to see what the next 15 looks like. But we did hit TP1 on this IMN buys right here. If it rejects past this point, I'm just going to let NAS100 do its thing. One, because we're at all-time highs, and two, because we just started retracing again, right? So we're going to the daily time frame. Let's pull up this chart. Right, so last week, if you watched the live streams Tuesday through Friday last week, we rolled the all-time highs up, and then Monday and Tuesday, the price proceeded to continue to push up. Wednesday, we retraced. So right now, we're looking to see if we're going to make a higher high today and tomorrow. So if we don't make a higher high today and tomorrow, we could see the price continue to retrace. But yeah, so that's why we didn't go for buys yesterday, the past couple days, right? So make sure to watch the live streams from last week, but we rolled the buys up and the all-time highs during the live streams last week, which is why we kind of gave it a break. So depending on what today does and tomorrow will determine if I'm going to keep trading it or I'm going to give NAS100 another break like we did for like a few weeks. We're also looking at gold sales. So I just got my alert on gold. So that means gold just broke this level, which we can see right here. So now with gold, we're going to be, let me get you off the screen. So now with gold, we're going to be looking to see if we can BCR and maintain 4460 as resistance. If so, we can look for sales going to the downside. We was looking for GJ buys, but GJ did not meet our confirmation, so we did not take the GJ sell. So right now we're looking at NAS buys, gold sales, and yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. Now looking at GU today. So we're really just going to be focusing on indices and Forex. So look how price, again, it broke the level, but look how it closed right on top of this level right here. So again, we need price to close below here. We need price to close below here. So let's see if we can do that. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. NAS just alerting me, so that means NAS is retesting this level. So yeah, we're going to see if NAS can hold this level of support right here. That's what NAS is looking like. That's what gold's looking like. And you see my alerts going off. So that's why I be telling y'all I don't be on my computer all day. I do my analysis, and then from there, I just wait for a price to alert me. And while I'm getting alerted, I'm also getting text on my phone. So I can literally just get a text from my phone, and that's going to tell me when to hop into the trade. Because as y'all can see, I already have my buy set up here, my buy set up here. With gold, I got my sell set up here, my sell set up here. I even have I don't got one up here, probably because I'm not looking for sales here. But with NAS100, got buy set up here, buy set up here. So then from this point, all I'm simply doing is wait for price to come to my level to see if it's going to hold as support or hold as resistance. And then I just pull the trigger from there. But let's zoom back in on gold right here. So we're watching gold and NAS100 right now. No problem, no problem. Let's see what's going to push back up for us. Let's see if we can push back up. Understand what you mean better about BCR. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Right. So also I go over it a lot more in depth and detail in this video as well. Did I put it in the chat already? I did not put it in the chat, so I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. So I also talk about BCR and the concept in this video right here. So let me drop it in the chat for you. I gotta find it first. I'll be posting so many videos. Let me try to find it. Also, while we're watching it live, make sure to explore the playlist, the trade breakdown playlist, the day trade tips playlist. I got a video for damn near everything. If I don't got a video for it yet, just know it's on the list. So I'll talk about it also in this video right here. But here's a good example example right here with NAS100. We can also see an example here with GJ. And then equal with gold right here. So we're just waiting for volume, y'all. That's all we're really doing is waiting for volume. As far as news, there's only a 1040 GBP news event, 1140, excuse me. There's no New York news, so all we're simply doing is waiting for volume and the confirmations to be met. And like I always talk about, that's funny, they gotta add. So those that are talking about the Forex broker, this is the Forex broker I use. That's funny, they gotta add on here. But yeah, so this is the Forex broker I use. It's very beginner friendly. It's an American broker. So if you're not in America, I don't know if y'all can use that one. But for those that's not in America, y'all got good brokers overseas as well with good leverage. So, you know, shout out to the MT4 and MT5 days. Let's see what we got. We're about to hit TP1 again, but just waiting for some volume. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah. So like I always say, if y'all don't see any trades between now and 6 a.m., just wait for New York session 8 a.m., 9:30 open, and then go from there. But right now we're watching gold and NQ. So we broke this low, so we're gonna look to see if we can close and retest this level as resistance. Nas is rejecting right now. Gold still teeter-tottering. Let's see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. So I'm about to copy a trade. Yeah, only thing I say is just understand why we're going for what we're going for, because again, you can still copy my trades, but if you don't understand what we're looking for, that's where the nervousness and anxiety comes in, right? Just think about it. A lot of times when people are in drawdown, they look at their chart, they don't know what's going on, which causes even more anxiety, or if you're over leveraging and things like that can fuck with you mentally as well. But like I said, everything's on YouTube Live. The track record is first in the description. For 3-0 so far this week. We're still waiting for this NAS100 trade to play out. Caught a nice gold sell yesterday with the members. 86% win rate last month. 88% win rate April. 86% win rate as far as Q1, like y'all see on your screen. 87% win rate, and we've been doing this since 2022. Let's see this next 5 minutes. It's still holding as low as support, which is a good sign. Again, we're just waiting for volume, and like we talked about earlier, unless y'all just hopped in, NAS is at all-time highs and it's been pushing. It did retracement yesterday, so depending on how today plays out, we're either going to see price continue to make a higher low, or we're going to see a new higher high attempt to get made today and tomorrow. Gold's still trying to figure his life out right here, so we're still just waiting. Again, we caught a nice dump yesterday, so it's just retracing right now. But let's see if we can close below here. Let's see if we can close below here. And then GJ's trying to push back up also. So again, if GJ can BCR and maintain 214.70 as support, we could look for buys going to 214.80. So we got a few possible setups coming up. Make sure as well, if you haven't already, shout out to those that did, but make sure to get y'all's copy of the playbook as well. Best trading book in the game right now. Y'all be in the TikTok live, y'all watch the trade breakdowns. You already know. You already know. So yeah, so we hit TP1 a couple times on NAS. We are in drawdown right now. So we're just gonna let NAS do its thing. Again, we understand what's happening. So we're just gonna let price do what it's gonna do. Gold still hasn't broken and held as low as resistance, so we're not going to pull the trigger on that. And then we're going to wait and see if the next 15 we're going to hold GJ as support right here. So I'm just waiting for volume and our confirmations. I don't really watch other traders. Now, I can't help if people pop up on my For You page, but like I don't be like watching like other traders' YouTube videos and shit. Look at GJ shooting up. So again, we're either going to look for price to retest 214.60 or BCR and hold 214.80 as support. I'd much rather hold this lower support, so we're going to let price do its thing. But again, notice how I'm not like, oh shit, it's taking off without us. None of that shit really exists. Like I tell the members and students all the time in Playmaker University, you're only making or losing money once you hit buy or sell. So the sooner y'all stop looking at candlesticks as missing money the easier trading is going to be. You see what I'm saying? And you can't catch everything. That's another thing too. Like we gotta face reality, right? We can't catch everything. It's okay to miss quote unquote setups or entries. That's a part of the game. Like if y'all watch my lives enough, you'll see this happen all the time. And my reaction is always the same. Oh well, it is what it is. So gold broke this level. So we're about to see what this next 15 going to 4 o'clock looks like. Again, if we can maintain 4460 as resistance, we can look for sells. And then we're going to see what GJ does right here. And we're still in this NQ setup. Again, we're holding to SR to get this hit. Hit TP1, almost hit TP2. So we're going to see what this next hour's got in store. Well, never mind. Gold flipped back above. Again, we need to see it close so we can see the retest. We need to see close below so we can get that retest. So we got about 50 seconds. Let's see if it's going to close below or not. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat and I got you. I appreciate those that like the live. Appreciate those that's tuning into the live. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. On BCR, are you looking at the first candle to break and then close? Yes. 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 So the BC is the first candle. The retest is the next candle after the close, right? So for example, here, price broke, it closed above, but then the retest price failed, right? We look at NAS100 here, price broke, closed above, but then failed to hold on the retest here. Here, price broke, closed above, but failed to hold as a retest. That's why you don't want to breakout trade. You want to wait for the BCR. Like with the NAS100 setup, we saw price broke, closed above, and then we saw price retest and hold it as support, which is why we pulled the trigger on there, right? So we hit TP1, but again, we're just waiting for volume, and like we talked about before, is all-time highs. And it retraced yesterday, so depending on what today and tomorrow does, specifically today, it's either going to continue to make a higher low and or reverse, or it's going to try to make a higher high. So gold did not hold this level as resistance, so we're not going to pull the trigger yet. We're not going to pull the trigger yet. GJ, we just got to wait for a retest. Just got to wait for a retest, or just buy at this next level here, whichever one comes first. Whichever one comes first. And again, this is why y'all do not chase price. I bet you a bunch of people saw this push to try to go for sales here, and now their stop losses got hit again. Just go with the flow of price. It's very simple. Uptrend buys, downtrend sells, and then all you gotta do is just wait for your confirmations. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. I don't got my earphones in, so my audio doesn't sound the best, let me know. But I think we fixed it from there. Yeah, so that thing's rejecting. But this is why RR is important. So I dropped a video. I don't think I put it in the chat. Did I put it in the chat? Yeah, right. It's also in the day trenches play. This is why risk reward is important, right? So yesterday we took this gold sell 1 to 2 RR, which means whatever you would have risked, you would have made 2 times that amount, right? So if you would have risked $100, you would have made 200. If you would have risked 1,000, you would have made 2 bands, right? So like I say all the time, the goal is to win more than you lose and make sure your winners are bigger than your losers. This is also why I don't breakout trade, because look how if we would have took this sell setup, would have FOMO, got impatient, we would be literally points away from getting our stop loss hit for no reason. You see what I'm saying? But let's pull out the calculator. Let's pull out the calculator. And if you have not watched my risk reward video, y'all need to watch that after this live is over ASAP. Especially y'all trading live accounts or funded accounts. Let me pull the calculator. Alright, so let's just do some simple math, right? Let's use simple numbers. Right, so let's say I'm risking $100 per trade, right? So let's go with the gold setup. We're not even going to talk about all the other trades we took this week or the trades we took last month. Let's just talk about the trade from yesterday and the trade we're currently in, right? We got a 1 to 2 RR, right? So that means whatever you would have risked, you're gonna make 2 times that number. So 100 times 2, that's 200, right? So let's say we made $200 yesterday, right? And then let's say NAS100 is our stop loss. This is why I be telling you, I can literally have a 50% win rate and still be profitable. You can even have a 40% win rate and still be profitable, simply just based on your risk reward. Again, you want to make sure your winners are bigger than your losers to cancel out those losses, because losses are going to happen. Why? Because one, you can't control the markets. If price is going to reverse, price is going to reverse. If the volume is going to slow down, the volume is going to slow down. We can't do nothing about that, right? And again, you see right here, if we would have broke out traded, we would have took a loss here for no reason, right? So again, you want to make sure you win more than you lose, which is why I say go with the flow of price, and then make sure your winners are bigger than your losers, because if your winners are constantly bigger than your winners will cancel out your losers. Or if you take a loss, all it takes is one win to cancel out 2 to 3 losses, right? So because of that gold win, I can literally lose 2 trades in a row and still not be in the negatives. You see what I'm saying? So that's why the math is very, very, very important. In Playmaker University, in the one-on-one sessions, like I always tell you, we split the trading into 3 parts: the charts, trading plan, trading psychology, and then the math is number 3. Math is very, very, very important, right? Because not only are we winning more than we lose, but again, our winners are bigger than our losers, right? 1 to 6 RR, 1 to 3 RR, 1 to 2 RR, 1 to 4 RR, right? But yeah, so I think this just hit our stop loss. Yeah, so stop loss hit. We hit TP1, rejected, is what it is. But let's see what GJ does right here. And then going into New York session, the game plan's still the same. We're going to be looking for possible gold sales, and we're going to be looking for possible GJ buys. So right here, we're going to look for price to retest 214.60 or BCR maintain 214.80 as support. So 3-1 for the week's not bad. 3-1 for the week's not bad. Again, we did technically hit TP1, so it's not a complete loss, but to be real, most people ain't going to close at TP1. So 3-1 for the week's not bad. About to see what New York got in store for us, though. So we're going to be on for a little bit longer just to see if GJ is going to do something. But if not, we're just going to be back on the charts New York session. But again, look how many times you would have took a loss here if you would have broke out traded. Always wait for the BCR. Always, always, always. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scroll at the bottom of your screen. Instagram, Playmaker_Way, TikTok _PlaymakerWay_. Post daily on both pages. Got some new posts lined up for y'all today. Again, there are fake Instagrams, there are fake TikToks, there are fake Telegram channels. Only follow the ones scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and only join the Telegrams that are in my links, or if I send you the link personally. So let's go take a look at NAS really quick. So yeah, so we gotta still see how New York plays out. But again, we made a big ass higher high. So after a higher high, at some point a higher low gotta come into play. So this is either going to become a higher low still, or it could try to flip back above going into New York session. You see that happen a lot as well. But yeah, so depending on what price it is today, is going to set up what price it's going to do potentially tomorrow, the NAS100. But yeah, I'm not looking for sales on NAS though. Again, you don't want to build a habit of just chasing price, because it might work out every now and then, but again, see the win rate. The win rate is not from chasing price, it's by going with the floor of price. That's what you want to do. Right, and like I was just in the one-on-one session last night, right? Like I tell the ministers all the time, there's no way you can logically explain that I'm wrong to go for buys and uptrend sales in a downtrend. Right? Retracement is just part of the game. But also we're at all-time highs, and we just had a big-ass push for like 10 days straight, so. Yeah, things rejecting harder than a motherfucker. So yeah, we're gonna see what New York says they got in store. GJ might try to do something, but like always, if you don't take a setup between now and 6 a.m., I just highly recommend waiting for 8 o'clock, 9:30 open. We do have GBP news today at 10. Not 10. I keep saying 10:40. I don't know why. Why do I keep saying 10:40? We must have had news at like 10 o'clock. Oh, that's probably because of Tuesday. We had 10 a.m. news. But today we have GBP news at 11:40. We have no USD news, so we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. Again, the game plan with GJ, we're going to be looking for buys on GJ. As long as we don't break past 214.60, 214.55, and look for buys still. So either going to look for price to retest that level, or if we can BCR maintain 214.80 as support, we can look for buys. Gold, we're going to be looking for sells. I don't want to look for sell here. Much rather look for a sell here. So if we can BCR maintain 44.60 as resistance, we can look for sell going down to 44.50. And then NAS100, if it keeps rejecting, we're going to let price reject. But if it can BCR back above 34.70, we can look for buys. But if it just keeps rejecting, we're going to let it reject. Great call on gold these weeks a while. Yeah. Yeah, I learned a long time ago, right? Because again, I used to do the same shit, right? Just go on the internet, just do what people were saying with a bunch of clicks and views. When I had to pause and be like, wait a minute, I keep getting fucked up, right? So that's why now I just simply wait for the retest. Because that's another thing as well, as y'all can see, right? We've been live for about an hour, almost an hour and a half, and price has been doing the same shit for 40 minutes, right? So even if we would have took a trade, it's not like we're missing anything. And that's why I be telling, because a lot of times when I tell people what my confirmations are, they be like, "Oh, that's a lot of confirmations." Or by the time we wait for those confirmations, price is going to take off without us. But as we can see, price has literally been chilling here for like 30, 40 minutes, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to be on the chart still, but you know, the game is still the same. We're gonna see what goes how on going into New York session. So again, if you don't take a set between now and 6 a.m., just wait for New York open, and then we'll go from there. Game plan is still the same on all these charts. Though, looking for sells on gold, looking for buys on GJ, and then buys on NAS. Like I said, if NAS keeps on rejecting, we're just gonna let NAS reject. I don't really care too much about that. Just like if gold was to keep reversing up, just gonna let it reverse up. Only going for sells on gold, only go for buys on GJ. So with GJ, we're about to see what price does right here. About to see what price does right here. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Like always, make sure to get y'all's copy of the playbook. You want to contact me directly, DM me on Instagram, Telegram, or TikTok. And if you want to learn how to identify these levels on signal service or mentorship program, y'all know what to do. Should be live later on TikTok, so just make sure to have y'all's noties on. And like always, I'll send y'all the link in the free Telegram. So make sure to have your notice on for the free Telegram as well, because sometimes TikTok don't let y'all know, just like sometimes YouTube don't let y'all know when I'm live. That's why I always send the link out as soon as I'm live on TikTok and Instagram, not Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. All right, y'all, and again, look at gold. So again, what would have happened with a broke got traded again? Got wicked out. So when you see these videos where they be like, "Oh, I got wicked out 3 times," or "My stop loss got hunted 3 times," and then price did the move I was looking for, I want y'all to pause the video and look at their entry. I guarantee 8 times out of 10 they're breakout trading. You see what I'm saying? Because look how many times price hit this low and then rejected. You see what I mean? And again, you see here when we have the lowest support, we retest multiple times, but just simply rejected because we're retracing after 10 days of flying up. So, nothing crazy about what happened with NAS100. And we're going to see what GJ does right here. So we're going to be watching GJ and gold. But yeah, peace, we out.